Water damage destroys more recreational vehicles than road accidents, engine failures, and bad weather combined. The thing is, almost all of it is preventable. These are 8 tips that will double the lifespan of your recreational vehicle, and not a single one of them requires a mechanic. Number 8, keep a detailed maintenance log. This sounds boring, and that is exactly why almost nobody does it. But a simple notebook or a notes app on your phone can save you thousands of dollars in 2 different ways. First, it helps you catch patterns. If you are resealing the same roof vent every 6 months, that tells you the vent itself is the problem, not just the sealant. Without a log, you just keep fixing the same thing over and over without realizing it. Second, it adds real money to your resale value. When you go to sell your RV and you hand the buyer a complete maintenance history showing every oil change, every roof inspection, every tire rotation, that buyer will pay more, period. A documented RV is a trusted RV, and trust is worth thousands at the negotiating table. Write down the date, what you did, and what you found. That is it. 5 minutes after every maintenance task. Include photos if you can, especially of the roof condition and any areas you resealed. Your future self or your future buyer will thank you. One more thing on this. If you buy a used RV, ask the seller for their maintenance records. If they do not have any, that tells you something. It does not mean the RV is bad, but it means you should get a thorough inspection done before you hand over any money. Number 7, lubricate every seal and moving part at least twice a year. Your RV has dozens of rubber seals and mechanical joints that slowly dry out and crack if nobody pays attention to them. Slide-out seals are the big one. When those rubber gaskets get dry, they shrink and crack, and suddenly you have water pouring in every time it rains. A tube of slide-out seal conditioner costs about $15. A slide-out leak repair costs $1,500. Go around your entire rig twice a year with a checklist. Hit the slide-out seals with rubber conditioner. Grease every Zerk fitting on your stabilizer jacks. Lubricate the awning arms and the awning roller tube. Put white lithium grease on door hinges, compartment latches, and entry steps. Spray silicone lubricant on your window tracks and door seals. This takes about an hour, and it prevents the kind of slow, grinding deterioration that makes a 10-year-old RV feel like a 20-year-old one. Number 6, wash and wax the exterior at least twice a year. Your RV sits in the sun, and the sun is trying to destroy it every single day. UV radiation breaks down paint, fades decals, cracks rubber seals, and degrades roof material. Left alone long enough, it will make your RV look like it aged 20 years and 5. A good wash and wax twice a year creates a protective barrier between the sun and your finish. Use a soap made for RV rigs, not dish soap, because dish soap strips the wax. Then apply a quality UV protectant wax. Pay extra attention to the front cap, the roof line, and any rubber trim. While you are washing, you are also inspecting. That is the hidden benefit. You will find cracks, chips, oxidation, and seal failures that you would never notice just walking past the rig. A $20 bottle of wax now prevents a $2,000 paint correction later. And if your RV is parked under trees, check it every couple of weeks. Tree sap and bird droppings are acidic, and they eat through the clear coat fast if you let them sit. Number 5, inspect and reseal the roof every 90 days. This is the big one. If you only do one thing on this entire list, do this. Water damage is the #1 killer of RVS. A tiny crack in the sealant around a roof vent lets in water. That water soaks into the plywood under the roof membrane. The plywood starts to rot, the rot spreads. By the time you notice a brown stain on the ceiling inside, you might already be looking at thousands of dollars in structural repair. A complete roof replacement can run over $10,000. We have seen cases where the entire floor had to be torn out because water followed the framing down from the roof. And the fix is almost embarrassingly cheap. Climb up on the roof every 90 days, walk around slowly, and look at every seam, every vent, every skylight, every antenna mount, and every spot where the air conditioning unit meets the roof. If you see cracking, peeling, or gaps in the sealant, scrape it off and apply fresh Dicor self-leveling sealant. A tube costs about $12 at any RV supply store. While you are up there, sweep off any leaves, pine needles, or debris. That stuff holds moisture against the roof surface and accelerates the breakdown of the membrane underneath. $12 and 30 minutes every 3 months. That is all it takes to prevent the single most expensive RV repair in existence. Number 4, replace your tires by age, not by tread depth. Here is something that surprises a lot of RV owners. Your tires can look brand new on the outside and still be dangerously close to failure. RV tires age out before they wear out. Because most RVs only get driven a few thousand miles a year, the tread stays thick while the rubber quietly degrades from the inside. Now, the industry consensus is to replace RV tires every 5 to 6 years, regardless of how they look. After that point, the rubber starts to crack internally, the sidewalls weaken, and your blowout risk goes way up. Tire blowouts cause around 78,000 accidents per year, and RV blowouts are especially dangerous because of the weight involved. A blown tire on an RV can shred propane lines, rip through the underbelly, and cause you to lose steering at highway speed. Check the DOT code on your tire sidewall. The last 4 digits tell you the week and year it was manufactured. If those digits say 1819, that means the tire was made in the 18th week of 2019. If your tires are past the 5-year mark, replace them. Do not wait until you can see cracks. By then, the damage is already done internally. One more thing. If you buy a used RV, check the tire dates before you drive it home. Sellers almost never replace old tires before listing. While you are at it, invest in a tire pressure monitoring system. These run about $100 to $200, and they sit on your dash while you drive. If a tire starts losing pressure on the highway, you will know about it before it becomes a blowout. Cheap insurance for a problem that can total your rig in seconds. If you are finding this helpful, hit subscribe. We cover RV ownership and maintenance every week so you can keep your rig on the road longer and spend less doing it. Number 3, run the generator for at least 30 minutes every month. If your RV has a built-in generator and you are not running it regularly, you are slowly killing a piece of equipment that costs between $2,000 and $5,000. Generators that sit idle for months develop stale fuel in the carburetor. The seals dry out, moisture builds up inside. And when you finally need it, it either will not start or it runs rough and dies. Running the generator under load for 30 minutes once a month keeps the fuel cycling, the seals lubricated, and the internal components moving the way they are supposed to. This also applies during storage season. If your RV is winterized and parked, go out once a month and run the generator anyway. While you are at it, check the oil and air filter on the generator once a season. These are small engines with small tolerances, and dirty oil or a clogged filter will shorten the lifespan fast. Number 2, winterize the water system before storage, every single time. This one seems obvious, but every year RV repair shops see hundreds of rigs with burst pipes, cracked fittings, and water damage from owners who thought they could skip winterization. It only takes one night below freezing to crack a water line. And the worst part is, you will not know it happened until spring when you pressurize the system and find water pouring out of the walls. Use RV-specific antifreeze, the pink, non-toxic kind. Never use automotive antifreeze. It is toxic and it will destroy your plumbing seals. Drain the fresh water tank, the gray tank, and the black tank completely. Bypass the water heater so you are not filling it with antifreeze. Then pump the pink antifreeze through every faucet, hot and cold, every shower head, the toilet, and the outdoor shower until you see pink flowing out. Pour a little antifreeze down every drain to protect the P-traps. Do not forget the ice maker line and the washing machine hookup if your rig has them. This entire process takes about an hour. Skipping it can easily cost you a couple $1,000s in burst pipe repairs, and potentially much more if the water soaks into the subfloor and framing before you catch it. Number 1, store it right when it is sitting still. This is the tip that ties everything together, because here's the part nobody warns you about. Your RV takes more damage sitting in a driveway than it does driving down the highway. UV radiation, moisture, temperature swings, pests, and battery drain are all working against your rig every day it sits parked. Start with a breathable RV cover, not a tarp. Tarps trap moisture underneath and will actually cause more damage than no cover at all. A good breathable cover blocks UV, sheds rain, and still lets air circulate to prevent mold. They run about $150 to $400 depending on the size of your rig. Next, deal with the batteries. Disconnect them or use a smart battery maintainer, not a cheap trickle charger. A maintainer adjusts the charge automatically so it never overcharges. A dead battery can freeze, swell, and crack. And RV batteries lose about 10% of their charge per month just sitting there, even with nothing turned on, because small parasitic loads from gas detectors and circuit boards slowly drain them. Put UV-resistant tire covers on every tire. If you are storing for more than a couple of months, set the tires on rubber pads or plywood to protect them from ground moisture. Consider using leveling jacks to take some weight off the tires entirely. Place moisture absorbers like damp rid throughout the interior. Crack the roof vents slightly with vent covers installed so air can circulate. Remove all food, even canned goods, because freezing temperatures can burst cans and crumbs attract mice. Mice can chew through wiring and insulation in a matter of days. And finally, check on your RV at least once a month during storage. Walk around it, check the cover, check the tires, and peek inside. The owners who check monthly are the ones who catch small problems. The owners who park it in October and forget about it until April are the ones writing 5-figure checks to the repair shop. Every tip on this list costs less than $100 and takes less than an hour. But together, they can easily ADD 10 or 15 years to the life of your rig. And that is not an exaggeration. A well-maintained RV can last 30 years or more. A neglected one starts falling apart in 5. YouTube thinks you will like this video next. Click it, and if you made it this far, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.